As you know, US authorities shut down Silicon Valley Bank on Friday, March 10th, 2023, as SVB had its headquarters in California and was the 16th largest bank in the US, catering for the financial needs of technology companies globally. The collapse of this bank is the largest failure of a U.S. bank since the financial crisis in 2008.
The failure of some mid-sized U.S. institutions earlier this month remind us that specific features of banks' business model can make its balance sheet particularly vulnerable to interest rate risk. In extreme cases, this can turn rising interest rates from a boost to profits into an existential threat. Although uninsured deposits are an important source of funding in the euro area as well, they tend to be more relevant for business models which are well diversified on both the asset side and the liability side, including their deposit base. During this review of risk management practices, we asked some banks to be more conservative on their assumptions and when the assumptions they apply when stress testing credit spreads on financial securities. We also encourage them to improve the calibration, validation, and backtesting of their asset and liability management models to make sure that these models properly reflect the loan repayment and deposit withdrawals behaviors by customers in line with the new interest rate environment.
Over the past decades, we have faced low interest rates. Now, with a gradual increase in rates, banks were beneficiaries in the short run of this increase in rates. Their profitability increased last year as net interest income and interest margins gains materialized throughout the year. The European banking sector remains fragmented along national lines, and there is no rationale for Europe to keep the banking union resting in two pillars only. Proper risk and capital allocation need the foundation of a common deposit insurance scheme and a crisis management framework that also needs to be a strength to reduce fragmentation and divergence across the union. Finally, and likewise, the capital market union remains incomplete. Both of these large progress merit proper translation from political ambition into reality to prepare our economy for potential more volatile times to come.
Wäre sowas in der EU möglich oder sehen Sie hier einen grundsätzlichen Widerspruch mit dem No Creditor Off Prinzip?
La faillite de la Silicon va les banques faire ressurgir, comme nous en avons parlé, comme vous le savez, des questions sur la stabilité de notre système bancaire en Europe. Et enfin, rapidement, quels sont les moyens à disposition des superviseurs européens et nationaux pour préserver la compétitivité de certains secteurs.
And, for instance, we assumed in the stress test that the pass-through of interest rates to deposits, so that the banks will have to pay on deposits, is 75% for corporate deposits and 50%